Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, we've been following some rain on radar, but the computer model's all saying it falls apart before it gets here, and kind of looks like that's going to be the case. You always hate when there's physical rain on the radar to have a dry forecast.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but looks like that will be the case. Hey, let's take a look this morning. There's been a lot of things we've been talking about in the room, but I think that would be a good show on here. What are you talking about in the newsroom this morning?
You guys don't want to know. It's food,
Yeah.
dumb movies, and more food.
And old music.
We're not gonna. Anyway.
This morning, anyway. Hey, here's a look at the Meridian Company Farm Bureau Insurance Cam in Delta Township. When we were on the air at 6:30, it was nice and sunny.
It is nice and sunny there.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Well, look at the sky.
I don't see a cloud in the sky.
Okay, and that's something else we can talk about there.
What?
We actually do have a few clouds that are running. Now, see, you turn around, you look out the window here.
No,
going,
I looked at our producers. I don't see any clouds on that. Do you? No, up here. No, up here.
Well, there are. There
you
are
go.
a few clouds. That is not a blue sky.
It looks like it.
Okay, well.
You're outnumbered. I don't care.
I can't argue with you.
You're chief meteorologist. We are chief realityists. So.
Also want to point out.
Oh.
We were talking about that the other day. And
We
said,
were.
There are some trees on MSU's campus, but seeing a few in Delta Township too. I mean, we're a long way from peak, but it is going on out there.
See, those are clouds.
You see clouds and some blue in Jackson.
Yes, those are clouds and blue skies.
Okay.
That's how clouds work.
And that is clouds. Okay. Just can't argue.
I'm gonna put
with
a poll
anybody.
up.
Well, you should
I'm
put
gonna
a
put a poll
poll
up here.
Does this look like a veil of clouds rolling in? I say yes. Anyway, let's continue. People don't have time for this craziness while they're getting ready to go to work. Hey, here is a look at pinpoint Doppler radar, and we're dry right now. You look out over Lake Michigan, and there are some showers. And they've even made it inland at times right along the Lake Michigan shoreline, and then they just kind of fall apart. And that's what the computer models have been leaning towards is, the chance of rain, it kind of confined to areas around Kalamazoo, Sturgis, maybe even the Marshall area, Coldwater. You might see a sprinkler or two of rain, but most of this should just fizzle out as it slowly works its way to the southeast. So we're going to be in and out of the clouds today. Again, there is some rain out over Lake Michigan we'll be watching, but I think most of us do end up being dry, and that is pretty much what our hour-by-hour forecast is showing for today. This is 4 p.m. Again, Kalamazoo, maybe a sprinkle of rain, but some sun and or clouds in the Lansing area. Anything that is out there will fade away by this evening. And then tonight, get ready. I thought it was cold when I got up this morning.
It was in the upper 50s when I headed out here, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the upper 50s. We were in the mid to upper 40s for overnight lows. I think we're going to be in the low to mid 40s early tomorrow morning. So it might be a little chilly in the house at that point. 10 a.m. we should be around 55 degrees, 61 at noon. That 65 is pretty much the high for the day. So that's down a few degrees from where we were yesterday. And then we're around 60 at 8 o'clock this evening. Look at the next 7 days. We have lots of, again, mid-40s tonight, maybe the low 40s in some areas. Thursday, sunshine, 68. Friday, some sun, 72 degrees. Saturday, what do you need? Oh,
I need this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Saturday should be a pretty good day. We start with a lot of sun. You will notice some clouds rolling in throughout the day, 73. Saturday night, Sunday, and possibly into the day on Monday, we deal with some on and off showers. 68 on Sunday, 66 on Monday. We are in the low 70s on Tuesday. Temperatures then warming up after that, the mid 70s for highs by the middle and end of next week. So got a little taste of some cooler air moving in, and then things are going to be warming up once again.
Again, it looks really nice for Saturday, which this time of year, Friday night, Saturday football time, that's really what we want.
And this Sunday, it's not going to rain the entire time.
And
but
that's fine.
Throughout the day, there is the chance of showers.
Want to know why?
So.
Because Ford Field has a roof, so that doesn't even matter.
Well, you're just all about football this weekend, aren't you?
How can you not be?
Yeah, so high school football's fine. Should be fine for the MSU game.
Which is good, because they had a rough start.
Well,
to the
yeah,
season.
I mean, just depending, if you played that first Thursday night, you had severe weather, and then, it wasn't too nice on
No.
Friday, and yeah, they have had a rough start, but this
Had a
week
rough
should not be a big problem.
All right, looking forward to it. Plus, if you are not into football, you can go out and get maybe all of your last-minute yard work done that you haven't really had time to do. Maybe kick off some fall and Halloween decorating.
Well,
into
there
that?
are people starting to, get the pumpkins and things like that.
Okay, that's too early.
You're not to that point yet?
Not to that point yet.
But you would go to a cider mill.
Somebody, yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
But if I was planning something like that, or planning if I can tailgate or maybe drive down to Ford Field.
Because you're going to talk about the first alert weather app.
Why are you doing everything?
Never would have guessed it. No matter what your weekend plans, or no matter where you head, yeah, easy for me to say. It's a lot easier to understand than the words coming out of my mouth sometimes. The News 10 First Alert Weather app, it'll help you plan your weekend no matter where you are.
Yep.
Whether you're going to be at home, you're going up north.
And I wish I could pause this video that we have here, but it doesn't let me. But one of my favorite parts is how you can customize it.
Right.
On the radar and the map. You can say, like, I want to know cloud coverage, rain or precipitation, and
I
road
bet there's some
conditions.
people who don't know that you can go in there. It doesn't necessarily
Right.
just have to show radar. It can show you like the temperatures.
Temperatures, wind speed, I think was one of
There's
them.
a lot of
So
customizations you
Yeah,
can do
it's great.
on how you want to use the weather. It's free. You'll find it at Google Play and the Apple App Store.
it's easy to use and, like I said, customizable. What more could you ask for? Well, free, and it's that too.
What do you got coming up at 11 a.m.
At
over on TV?
11 a.m. when Taylor Gattoni takes the set. We're going to be talking about the Detroit Auto Show because that actually kicked off last night with the unveiling of the new look of the Ford F-150. Did you see it?
I did.
What do you think?
Looks like a Ford F-150 to me.
I know one big thing was an updated grill, so that
I
was.
saw like the side view and
Yeah.
kind of went, okay.
You gotta look at the grill. That's how you see most of
Okay.
it. And as the auto show kicks off, we are keeping our eye on Detroit for another reason, as the UAW strike is looming. They have a deadline of, I believe, tomorrow, the 14th.
It's like 11:59 p.m.
Yes.
And they were saying they may, and who knows? I think 5 o'clock today they're doing something.
Yes.
And doing like a Facebook
Yep.
Live to talk about this, but they may do like targeted strikes if they
Mm-hmm.
do strikes. So would that affect a plant in Lansing? Who knows?
We have been covering that and the effect on Mid-Michigan on our website, too. We have a lot of coverage of that, WILX.com, so check that out. And then we are also going to be going to court, but as a sobriety graduation is happening to celebrate those graduates.
And that's a big event every year too.
Mm-hmm. So we'll be having all of that. Plus, I believe you said Justin will be there with Taylor at 11. Is that what you said?
I believe so. So more than likely at 2, you will have Colton.
All right.
This is a Wednesday when all the weather people are here.
Love
Must
Wednesday.
be must be the end of summer or something.
All right, well, that's what we've got coming up. Don't forget to tune in on air, online, and on all streaming platforms where you can find our free WILX app. You can catch all all previous newscasts, in-depth features, and clips you may have missed earlier. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. See you then.